you sick of the cruelty? Are you sick of the incompetence? Are you sick of the immorality? Are you sick of the lack of integrity? And how shameful is it and how irresponsible to allow any child in the United States of America to...
That was Maryland Senator Angela Alsobrooks at her Sick of It rally, denouncing HHS Secretary RFK Jr.'s immoral budget cuts to the NIH. Around 30 of us were there with a modified message. We agreed with the outrage over slashing healthcare funding, but we couldn't ignore that Alsobrooks recently voted to continue sending military aid to Israel during a time when the Israeli government is intentionally starving Palestinian children in Gaza. And in a prior town hall, Alsobrooks defended her vote by saying it was about maintaining her integrity and fulfilling a campaign promise.
Very vocal. I was questioned repeatedly throughout the campaign about whether or not I would vote to condition aid to Israel, and I said on every single occasion that I would not. I also want to be a person that you can count on me doing what I say I'm going to do. I've said on many occasions that I would support Israel's right to defend itself and to give them the wherewithal as well to do so. And again,
one of our activists confronted her directly about her selective compassion.
And you said you want the peace to come to the Middle East. Great. However, how is that peace going to come if you continue to send bombs, 2,000-pound bombs, to be dropped deliberately on this population? We're talking here about children, which all of us are agreeing. No one sees children suffering, but at least you could have voted no to send more bombs. This doesn't take much.
Sick of it! Sick of it! Sick of it!
Joining Alsobrooks at the rally were 3 political leaders who also called out RFK Jr. for his immorality, but themselves have been complicit with Israel's genocide or actively suppressed Maryland activists who criticize Israel policies.
This is Mark Elrick, Montgomery County's county executive. His office annually gives funding to the Maryland Israel Development Center, an organization that serves as a welcome mat to Israeli weapons manufacturers into our state. We have several videos about that issue. Elrick has refused to meet with activists, but did say this at a town hall about his staunch support of the MIDC.
Well, if I'm getting revenues out of Montgomery County tax money, the revenue is more than $45,000. This is a business relationship.
And this is Councilmember Andrew Friedson, one of 3 council members on the subcommittee which has the power to reverse Elrich's decision to fund the MIDC. He stayed silent. But Friedson is also noted for being the council member who sponsored the resolution to adopt the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, a definition that equates criticism of Israel with anti-Semitism. His resolution was the first of its kind passed in Maryland.
And lastly, this is Susie Turnbull, a Democratic Party insider known for aggressively opposing the BDS movement. And to further connect the dots between these political leaders' pro-Israel efforts, Susie's husband, Bruce, played a key role in helping Friedson pass that controversial IRA resolution. When public opposition to the resolution grew, Turnbull inserted himself into the process, claiming to represent critics of the resolution. Without their consent or knowledge, he negotiated a so-called compromise. Friedson used that false agreement to tell his colleagues that both sides had reached consensus, when in fact, activists not only rejected the deal, but also denounced Turnbull's manipulation. Friedson ignored that and pushed the resolution through anyway.
Our presence at Alsobrooks' rally was to express that we too are sick of it.
Continue to uphold the interests of a foreign entity and not ours. And if you only be selective when it comes to the humanity, and that humanity doesn't apply to the children across the world, I'm sorry, that erases every good that you're doing for us.